Oh, dude. All right. Where do we start? Should we just like how the fucking game progressive, or just talk about the game as a whole?
Do whatever you feel, because there's so much shit going on with this damn
Uh,
game. Like people sending me, like it's ridiculous.
yeah, no, it is. I mean, you know,
It's basically literally modders have now come out and said they could put their mods in Fallout 76 with no issue because Fallout 76 is literally Fallout 4 online. Like I've been saying since they revealed it.
like just 1-to-1.
Yeah,
Yeah, I reckon. I mean, there's like it plays like Fallout 4, but they somehow managed to make it more shit.
yeah, which is amazing.
Because like, do you remember like the one thing I did like about Fallout?
Was the gun
What is
mechanics? That's the only thing you could say.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, like, like other things, like the first time you left the vault, you know how the giant key,
Yeah,
came in and like opened the vault for the very first time because you were frozen. They somehow managed to make that boring. I'm looking at the VOD right now.
Yes.
Well, they
Wrong.
somehow managed to make the
Wrong.
vault opening less epic.
wrong. Okay, got it all wrong. Fuck it. I don't even know why I did that.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Wow, thank you for all the follows. Good lord. All right, did you open the vault?
Yeah. dude.
Yes.
You must be invisible.
Oh, I'm
I don't think you're in the same server.
Ah, thought you joined my game, dude.
Vault door cycling sequence initiated. Please stand back.
Have you looked at it? It's like 5 minutes into yours. It's fucking boring. The key goes in, pulls it open. There's like barely any god rays. They couldn't be bothered to add more. It's just like,
Well,
oh,
they're saying they'll add it when the game launches. That's the excuse
my
for
ass.
everything.
Yeah, no, that's fucking bullshit. They added one fucking light bulb to the fucking entrance zone. It's like, yeah, that'll do, Timmy.
That's it. Todd likes it. What do you think, Todd? It just works. We got the blessing. The other thing is like from what I'm reading, someone sent me this from Reddit. Fallout
right.
4 apparently has no client-side file validation, and network trafficking is completely unencrypted plain text. Basically meaning someone could get your IP, they could figure out where you are in real life, they could figure out where you are in the game.
Oh, that was a problem in well, it wasn't that big of a problem, like at least in Rust, because I remember they had like an issue, like the exact same issue with voice chat. So a lot of people did is they just fucking DDoSed other players.
Yeah, well, we're looking at that. People can actually kick you from the game matches. I'm just like seeing some of this shit.
Oh my god, has Bethesda ever made a multiplayer game?
No,
That's what I'm thinking. No, they've never. So this is their very first one, isn't it?
they haven't got a fucking clue what they're doing. They just
Like-
knew they could make money off of it because it's Fallout. You slap this Fallout name on it and it'll sell. And that's why they did this. It's a cash grab.
Yes.
Also, someone on my Discord whose name I forgot, and I'm not going to log into Discord because there's a lot of drama going on at the minute, and I need to focus on this.
All right.
Like, one of the guys is a modder, and he sent me, like, the in-game file stuff, and it's already 6 planned DLCs are coming for this.
Like what possible deal? It's such a cash grab. I don't know what like
They've already got it
possibly add.
all planned out so far. Everything is focused on microtransactions, from what I'm being told.
Oh my god, dude! The microtransactions weren't even that impressive. I mean, fucking look at Fortnite. Look at Fortnite. You pay what is it, $2, whatever, some dollars, and you can do the fucking Carlton. You
Yeah.
pay like $5 here, you get like a brightly colored hat.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do microtransactions, at least make them funny or nice.
Or really, really cool.
Yeah, this is not cool. It was like what, a blue Pit Boy, some overalls.
It's $5 for that Pip-Boy, too.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude.
Like, I'll give this to Fortnite. They have, like, that battle pass. They could have did something like that where you achieve certain levels or something, or do certain things in the game. With the battle pass, you'll unlock a costume.
That's a really cool idea, But they had to change the lore and everything for this. I think Fallout's fucking dead, dude. It's a dead.
Yeah, it's obviously dead.
And now, what's up next? Fucking Elder Scrolls, dude.
I don't have any. Did you see that thing where modders, like the modder from what was it, Fallout Cascadia, was trying to get Bethesda to do a new engine for Elder Scrolls 6. I fucking messaged back like, you're not getting a new engine. You get the same engine slightly tweaked. And then the modder put out a tweet saying, it's more like I'm begging on my hands and knees for Bethesda to come up with a new engine. And I'm like, well, beg away. They don't give a shit.
Oh my god. This engine is so aged and you can see it.
It is beyond aged.
We really have to talk about the game, though. I mean,
the engine is literally a zombie walking around. And Todd Howard keeps putting a new bit of lipstick on it.
It's a real doll at this point. It was a woman.
It's an old woman who's past her prime, and Todd just gives her some eyeshadow and rouge and trots her out at fucking E3, and everyone goes crazy. Doesn't Joan Rivers look great, everybody? Joan Rivers died 3 years ago.
Oh, fucking they.
Fucking buy the pre-order pack and you get Joan Rivers used panties. Where do I sign up, Todd?
Who's excited for this game? I mean, we've seen people defend fucking the Diablo shit. Are the people defending this?
There are people.
Because I don't think I have seen people defending
there are YouTubers who've defended this, and I'm not going to give out names because I'm already on a ton of shit lists.
I know. I just thought about it, too. It's like, oh, yeah, that's all right. That guy.
Oh, it's more than him. I found a new guy.
Well, yeah, I know. Remember I told you that one guy that was shilling, but he couldn't do it? He's like, yeah, this game ain't that good.
You can't. There's nothing here.
I don't know. Like, like when you started Fallout 4, okay, they did some things right. Like, at least they made the vault opening cool. I remember that. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Giant key and all the music. And this, it was just so boring. The tutorial seems so half-assed, with all the, with the stands and the robots.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I don't understand? So Fallout 76 is supposed to be the first, like one of the very first vaults open. That's where there's no people.
Exactly.
Couldn't they add like empty NPCs
well,
talking around?
Technically, wasn't there people who somehow survived the nuclear blast by other means? And that's how there were like still towns and raiders and shit?
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. That's what I told Clanky. It doesn't make any sense because not everyone was a vault dweller.
Yeah. That's how they had that Mad Max. Yeah. The only ghouls we come across were, Scorchers or some shit?
Yeah, that didn't make any sense.
And it made no sense. They're feral, but they use guns.
Don't worry, I got this. Fort Kick-Ass is in place.
Oh yeah? One got through. Oh god. He's so tough.
Don't worry, I'll blow you.
Get away from me.
I'll blow you.
I've got take my chances with the heterosexual ghouls.
Oh, I found him. He's stuck in a pole.
Really? You don't even need to shoot him. Don't shoot him yet. Look at this. Look at this design. Oh, you son of a bitch! I was giving you a compliment.
What did make sense? So they're scorched, so they're burned, but the entire town looked green as fuck.
Yeah, and they had like crystals growing out of them. There's this whole thing that makes no sense. And I know it's Fallout. It technically isn't real, but Jesus Christ.
No, but like it made like, the ghouls made some sense. These guys have been hit by radiation. Some have been hit by just enough that they're feral. Some have been hit by, they're good. They're in a good zone, but their skin's rotten. But, they still have their conscious and whatnot.
Yeah, they're sentient. They're normal. The only difference is like they've been mutated into something else. And there shouldn't even be super mutants here, but there are.
That's true, too. According to the lore, technically there shouldn't. Or at least I don't think so.
Yeah, the super mutants were all in the West.
Yeah, oh my god, dude. Alright, so, the game starts out boring enough. You really got the RPG thing going. They're trying to push that real hard. Because you started with melee weapons, then you started with a shitty pistol, and then you sort of build your way up. I don't like that. That's not what Fallout was.
Exactly.
It wasn't Fallout like scavenging and shit. Like, I remember Fallout 4, at least I had a shitty pipe pistol, and I upgraded that shit into a shotgun, and then I picked up another one and made that one a submachine gun. We had 8 fucking hunting rifles at some point.
I had so many pipe pistols, I was disgusted with them.
But we couldn't do anything with them.
You couldn't even throw the pipe pistol at an enemy after it broke.
We were literally at some point just put them in paper bags and leaving them on the floor. We were littering.
We already came out of the fucking vault. The Earth has rebuilt itself, and we were already littering
5 seconds in, like, oh, I can't do anything with this. Fuck that.
wherever, whatever.
I'm surprised they didn't add the one simple mechanic from Fallout New Vegas. You know, you could repair guns with other guns.
I
Why didn't they
know
add that?
that would have been a godsend. It would have at least proven that they had some awareness. And also the skeletons. Whenever you walked over them, they stayed together. What the fuck was that?
Well, why didn't it have fucking gore? Was that so hard to add? Didn't every Fallout have gore?
Yeah.
I don't remember shooting off any limbs or anything. I remember my limbs getting injured.
Our injuries were like so lame.
Yeah, they were.
It wasn't like Fallout New Vegas where you got injured. It was just like, you got hurt a little too much. Now your arm will jiggle around a bit. There's no
you're reloading a bit slower now.
Yeah. Whoopee. So immersive.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, so the weapon system is shit. The gunplay is still the same from Fallout 4, so there's not much to say about that. If you liked it from Fallout 4, you'll like it from 76.
We were so disinterested, we didn't even bother figuring out VATS.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, but I've heard, like, I did it once, but it's just auto-aim. That's what it is. You know, it's funny. They actually got VATS right in what was it? In Fallout VR. So if you, like,
well, that's still a one-player game.
Yeah, but, like, if you aim down sight and, you know, you're pointing at an enemy, it'll tell you what you're about to hit. Rather than, you know, just iron sighting and firing.
Well, that's still a single-player game, so I guess that's the thought process.
I don't know. I mean, that seems more likely, you know. You have, like, I don't know. Why is that so hard to implement? You know, VATS, and if you aim down sight, it'll tell you where you'll hit.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, really, it just feels like this game was something that they had planned before Fallout 4.
To me, it seems like they've always wanted to do multiplayer, and then they have Fallout 4, and they just slap, like, a multiplayer client on it, and it's like, here we go.
I remember someone telling me, because I can't find the article, Todd Howard said he liked EA's business model. And EA's business model is games as service. And that's exactly what they were going for. Like, let's just come to realization here that once Fortnite hit, and all the other game companies saw how much money they could make from games as service, they were all going to copy it in one way or another.
I don't know, dude. There's just so little redeeming about Fallout 76.
I can't say that there's anything redeemable, I should say.
I was actually getting sick. I don't know. Like,
yeah, we were both getting sick.
Everyone who didn't attend the stream, I was actually getting sick. It had a weird FOV, and the head bob was so weird.
Yeah.
After the stream, I had to literally, like, had to dry heave at the bathroom.
Modders have come up with a mod to fix the FOV slider, so.
What do you think that would be considered hacking? Do you think there's any anti-cheat in place?
No.
I don't even think that thought
they
that
haven't
far
even
ahead.
got, they've got nothing. They got their head up their asses, man.
Dude, so there's definitely
Shit's
no
unencrypted, for God's sakes.
It's unencrypted. Gunplay system is miserable. The lore doesn't make sense. The NPCs are boring.
There are no NPCs except robots.
Well, I mean, the enemies, sorry. So, we fought like 4 different enemy types for the 2 hours we played. And we've explored a lot. Like, we didn't stand around, building. We, like, explored.
We traveled for the whole 2 hours.
And we only found fucking 4 different enemies, I think. It was a Scorched, the Ghouls, the Super Mutants,
well,
and
the
some
Scorched
robots.
were the Ghouls. Like, there weren't really any difference between
Yeah, okay, that's true. So
it's the same thing. So it's one enemy
but
there.
that's it.
The little robots that jump up and hit you.
The crab robots would have called Liberators.
We saw some Mr. Handies, but they weren't really enemies. And we saw some Protectatrons, but they weren't really enemies.
Oh, Protectatrons, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, that's fucking it, dude. I mean,
it's nothing memorable.
There's nothing memorable, yeah. I mean, we got surprised when we found the Super Mutants. Like, okay, this is something new. And then they threw like 800 Super Mutants at us. Like, all right, this is getting old.
And all the Super Mutants had the same loot. This is when we were playing that Renaissance game.
Renaissance game?
The one where the guys are playing Queen music and Christmas shit last year.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Now that was fun.
Kind of makes sense, though, in context. This does not.
Oh, they're coming up the stairs.
Hey, what game was that again?
I forgot.
That's the one.
God, I gotta switch back to the ball action.
Oh, fuck. Oh, it hurts. We need a room to hide in so I can eat my dog food. Fuck a buff tats. Boiled water. I'll drink a blood pack. I know, I was running. I'm doing drugs. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Ah, fucking cock. Start shooting.
Oh, Jesus.
Nice. If you find any dog food, save it for me. Dude, you got a shotgun?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that
Brought
might
up
should
the big
say
boy.
something. How the fuck do you find a stim pack?
What? Okay.
Nicely done.
Oh my God, dude. And they all have the same fucking guns,
Shit,
dude.
yeah, it's all caps and bullets. Everybody has the same skull. The
Yes.
exact same loot. Down to the fucking caps.
But dude, you know what also felt unexciting? I
fact
never
that
felt a
enemies
sense of
didn't-
danger.
Yeah.
The only sense of danger we had was that, that one crab thingy.
Yeah, that thing that, like, laid the smackdown on me.
Yeah, but, like, we fucking, like,
We
got it
cheesed
stuck
it.
in a corner. Yeah, we cheesed it. We got it stuck in a corner. We just, like,
You were like,
put so
just
many
run
bullets in
around
it.
till it gets stuck on something.
well, it worked. I mean, like, you don't wait to cheese it. It's a Bethesda game.
True. What? My gun broke! Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. We have serious problems, Houston.
How?
Okay, it's cheese time. It's stuck.
Exactly. Bethesda game.
Hold on, I have to switch to another gun. Okay, fuck. Nope, nothing. Flare.
Nice, you got him.
With a flare?
Blinded. No, of course not, you fucking retard.
Well, I'm out of weapons.
I'll drop you some.
Suck a dick. This is for last time, fuckface.
Raw asbestos.
What is this shit?
And it was like, it wasn't even that, it was a lot of levels ahead of us. And that was the only sense of danger, I mean, I'm a vault dweller. I don't have survival skills. I come out of a vault, but yet I'm beating up everything in sight.
All I had was charisma and a space helmet.
And we were beating up the entire wildlife,
We were beating
the follow-
super mutants that had lived in this harsh world their whole lives. Meanwhile, we just finished having cake.
It sounds so bad, but we had no problem.
You were wearing a party hat at the time of the fight.
Yeah, I remember that. Eventually, he switched over to a fucking dress.
Yeah, like the next time I get into an altercation, I'm pulling out a party hat to let the dude know I mean business.
Oh, he's got party hat.
This guy plays Fallout. He just came out the vault. He isn't fucking around.
Oh my God, there was no sense of danger. I mean, there was no difficulty modifier in any way, was there? I don't remember that.
Hell if I know, dude. Like,
There was not. The game's easy. The game's boring. There's barely any diverse enemies. You're just fighting the same ghouls, scorched super mutant, or
the UI
weird
is garbage.
robots. UI is garbage. Yeah, dude, the map was shit.
Like, I had to switch between the controller and the mouse and keyboard. Like, if we were in a fight, I'd go to mouse and keyboard. If we were building something, I'd turn on the controller. Because Bethesda didn't give a shit to do anything on the PC end. It's literally the console UI, as always, shoved to a PC platform. And since there are no modders to come out with, Sky UI or Fallout script extender, you can suck a dick. You don't like it? Too bad. Todd Howard says it works.
I'll bet you, dude, this game is going to be riddled with hackers.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not like $5. It will be I will give it a month, and then the whole game will be flooded with hackers. And I'm not even a bit. I'm talking about you would spawn in, you would walk out the vault, and you would die.
Oh, I'm not taking that bet. That's
I
a
know
losing
it's gonna
bet.
happen. But you know what I also don't understand? I just thought about, because we had the map at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why was the map fully discovered?
That's a good question.
like, isn't the whole point of Fallout exploring? You know, like, oh, I don't
Exactly.
know what this is. Oh,
It did
what's
not
this?
even occur to me
Like,
because
even a fucking Fallout 4, you know, like when I saw that that desert thing, the radioactive desert, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
Like, cause we're like, oh, that's mysterious, you know, like, oh, that seems cool. But like in this, it was like everything was mapped out for me. It's like, all right, let's go to this White House looking building. All right.
all right,
Oh,
next we're going to the Nuka-Cola plant.
oh yeah, yay.
You come out of the vault, but everybody knows exactly where everything is, even though it's probably been generations since the vault's been closed.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it was only landmarks, but still, like every landmark is magically intact.
Yes.
I don't know. This like, all right. Try to say one redeeming thing about the game. Let's give it that. What did you like about the game?
Damn, dude, that's a tough one.
I don't know. I'm just.
I guess I
thinking.
like the fact that there was a lot of foliage. I mean, I guess at least they tried there. I mean, there's nobody who's gonna like mow the lawn during a nuclear holocaust.
But they still kept it intact.
I didn't like the fact that you had to get the story from like the Pip-Boy things, the little holotapes. I didn't
But
even
there
care.
was no story. The story's been changed.
Well,
If fucking like, you know, if they changed like Harry Potter 5 times at some point, you would, you know, just not read it anymore.
well, J.K.
like,
Rowling
Harry-
is still alive. That's why they haven't done it yet.
Well, what I mean to say is like, you know, like, oh, Harry Potter went to Hogwarts. It's like, oh, never mind. His name is Peter
And he
Potter.
changed his name to Bobby
He's
Fletcher.
also Asian. He
He's-
was not in London.
He
was
became
in,
non-binary.
he became non-binary. He didn't went to a Hogwarts. He went to a Harvard's. You know, at some point he's like, oh my fucking god, what happened to my series that I liked? And like, oh, so like going back to the vault thing. So Fallout 76 is the first vault to open, right? You know, like when I watch your VOD, you had like 3 people running around. I had one black dude that, you know, disappeared.
Well, they can only
Well, like-
support so many people a server. I think like maybe 12.
Well, what I meant to say is like, why not add like fucking empty like, you
NPCs
know,
walking around?
NPCs or like talking. It's like, oh, I'm going out of the vault. Oh, this is so exciting, you know? Like,
No,
no,
that would
it
require
was so
work.
empty. It was so empty. I walked out. I was like,
The vault was already
actually
empty.
the first thing that went into my mind was, where the fuck is everyone? You know?
That would have required work to put in NPCs and voice actors. Like Bethesda is cut as many corners as they can.
They fucking did, and it's so obvious. Like they fucking just used the robot voice. You know?
Yeah,
the
Mr.
fucking,
Handy and shit.
Mr. Handy and shit. Yeah.
You know what
like
my question is? Like,
What?
who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Like, really? Who was sitting there when they were like testing this out and said, yeah, this is going to go over well with the fan base and we won't get any backlash at all?
The problem is it's too corporate. This game is too corporate. All they heard was microtransactions are good. You need a multiplayer game and you need a franchise.
They're like, well, remember Fortnite? That was almost bankrupt. Now Epic is worth $8 billion in 1 year. We need to do something similar to that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and like maybe like what really sucks, I'm pretty sure there's some developers at Bethesda who are like, what about this? You know, what about this? You know, like, can we make the vault a little bit more, you know, with more people? And they're like, no, we don't have the time for that. You know, we don't have the budget for that. Just make it multiplayer.
We don't
not
have the budget.
Because they got to cut corners, don't they?
That is, it's probably the truth, but Bethesda has so much fucking money.
Oh my god, dude.
Like, this shit is like something you expect from an indie dev.
Honestly,
like a group of 12 people.
made
this.
You know what Fallout 76 is? You know what it is?
A shit
It's
snack.
no, it's a mod. It's a mod for Fallout 4.
No, dude. Fallout Cascadia.
No, but it's made by like a first-time modder, you know?
Okay, maybe a first-time modder.
And
Because-
you put this together, and like, if this was a mod, like if this came out for free and this was a mod, I'd be impressed.
Yeah.
I'd be really impressed. Like, oh, cool, you know? But this is made by a fucking multi-billion-dollar company. What the fuck is this?
A soulless cash grab.
It is.
Like, I've already downloaded, what was it? They just put out some new mod. It's New California or something like that. I've yet to play it yet. Already the reviews are, people love it, supposedly. So I've got to find time to play it.
All right.
Like, why on earth would I bother with this when there are already like mods like New California, Fallout Cascadia, Fallout New Vegas, and the Fallout 4 engine coming out? Why would I touch this shit and pay $60?
You know what's funny? I was looking. So it's very obvious they're trying to go for the Rust route. Survival. Because survival games still make a lot of money. A lot of people don't make. Ark Survival, Rust, and the latest one also made a lot of money. What is it? Scum.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still popular. I think they're also trying to board that train as well while they're at it. But the game has no meat to the bone.
It's
Like
because they
Rust in its latest update added hot air balloons.
yeah, I saw that.
I mean, like, that's cool. Like, what does Fallout 76 have? Power armor? Like,
Yeah.
it's not even cool. Like, it was cool, like, 3 games ago when it was rare.
Yeah,
But
like
now
when you got
everyone's
that power
rocking.
armor, you treasured it.
Yeah, you fucking treasure it. You needed to go through training and shit, but the Brotherhood of Steel is like, oh, fuck yes, I finally have the best fucking armor. And Fallout 4 is like, here you go. Like,
Like as soon as the
Okay.
game starts, you get the armor and you fight a Deathclaw. And the funny thing is, Deathclaws used to be you feared Deathclaws.
yeah, I remember in Fallout New Vegas, dude, I went fucking north the first time to that quarry.
Yeah, by mistake.
I never came out alive. I'm like, all right. If I sneak past, I'm dead.
I remember like when that first Deathclaw popped up, I'm like, what the fuck is that? The devil? It just chased you down, hits you once. You immediately go into the Pit Boy. You start doing as many drugs as possible. You become Charlie fucking Sheen.
But you die anyways. You get kicked because of fucking Deathclaw shack.
Exactly. You get so buffed up, you think you're going to turn around and run. It hits you again, and your arm goes flying off into the distance, and the end game plays. And you're just like, fuck.
The game was rigged from the start.
Exactly. Then you get mad, and you get a sniper rifle, and you take cheap shots at the Deathclaw from like 2 miles away.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, the snipers are never suppressed in the like early games. See, you fire one bullet, and you have 8 of them walking at you.
Oh, God. Those are the days.
Oh, that was an actual sense of danger I did not feel in Fallout 76. The only time we felt danger is when we got trapped by 800 super mutants, and the thing we
And-
have to kept doing was switch weapons because we kept getting different kind of ammos.
I know. It was so shit.
It's so frustrating. Like, it's not fun, Like, and it didn't make it. It didn't make sense. I was finding 12 gauge, 308, 45, 9mm. But I was finding so much of every kind of bullet, and it was kind of annoying at some point.
The leveling
mo-
up, you just don't care about, too.
Well, because, like, we were fighting, and every, 10 shots, we had to switch weapon. All right, short rifle. All right, shotgun. Not because we wanted to. It's because we had ammos for all these different guns.
Pipe pistol, 26 bullets.
Revolver, like 13. And then we had the rifle rounds. We had, like, 300 of those, but you can only hold, like, 3 in a mag. Was it 5? No, it's 5 in a mag.
They gave you guns you didn't even fucking want to use.
Nah, dude. It's so... Because, like, we were basically forced to use some of these guns. Like, I wanted to use that one shotgun I had, right? And I got, like, 6 12-gauge rounds?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I was thinking, like, all right, well, what if I could recycle, these bullets, and make my own? Because Fallout 4 had a lot of crafting, Fallout 4 was very crafting dependent, It dropped you off at the first gas station. Like, here's a workbench. Here's this. Here's your power armor station. Like, get the crafting. We found, like, 1 workbench every 10 buildings.
And we found the power armor stations, but nobody had power armor.
No, yeah, but it was so boring, dude. I mean, like, add more workbenches, like...
Or at least have a perk where you could, like, do something on the fly.
Yeah. Oh, and lockpicking was a perk, too, remember?
Oh, yeah.
The whole perk system card. So you don't have, like, a single, like, tree. You get these random perk cards. So if you want to pick lock, like, let's say you go up to pick lock and it needs a skill of 2, you best hope that your RNG perk deck cards, you get pick locks. Because if you only get, like, what are the other like lead belly and whatever?
Mm-hmm.
If you keep getting that, you're just not getting pick locks, and you can't pick lock because it's all RNG based.
I hate this game. Even watching the VODs.
Yeah, I know. I'm watching the VODs, dude. I'm fucking like surprised we lasted this long. The only thing that kept me from not playing it was the fact that it was new.
The only reason why I played is because we got keys. There was no other way I was playing it.
No, that's what I mean.
The crafting is even more clunky than it was in Fallout 4. As far as like base building. Before, at least like I could get around it with a controller. In this version, it's just so trash. It's not streamlined. It's not simple.
I've got more punchy sticks.
I'm about to plug in my controller, man. Like, let's see if that's easier than this shit. I like switch between the controller and the mouse and keyboard. Let's see how we go now. Yep, way easier on controller. Oh my, there's like options you didn't even know existed.
Like
there's extra lights. What else?
You may now participate in PvP. Oh, because I'm level 5. Okay.
Okay.
Do you notice that damage was a bit weird?
What do you mean, as we didn't take much?
Oh, no, we didn't take much. Like, I mean, in a sense of that it always magically took 3... Like, every enemy we fought always took, like, 3 bullets. And that was standard, you know? No, I mean, there was, like... Even though the Scorched were, like, you know... They had guns and shit, they didn't have any armor ever.
Yeah.
All of them took the same amount of bullets. All of them
and they
took the
never
same
had to
amount of
open doors either.
Yeah.
They, like, just walk through the door.
Yeah, I think those are birds, not fucking screams, you idiot.
Ah. Oh, shit!
Oh!
He just came through the wall, man! What the fuck? Dude, they got axes. Fuck this.
I don't have my gun out.
What the fuck? She came through the door!
They always did everything the same.
I'm wondering why they didn't even bother to give an animation to the enemies to, like, open a door. It's like they just run up to the door, and then they come through the door and start hitting you. Then the door opens on its own.
Yeah, then the door opens, yeah.
And it's just like, this was acceptable in, like, PlayStation 3. You know, because back then the technology wasn't too amazing for consoles. But how is this still a thing now? It's like the same shit we've been dealing with since Fallout went to the 3D spectrum with Bethesda.
Yeah.
These guys have to be the laziest developers ever.
This, I would say, is the biggest, like...
Pile of dog shit.
It's a fucking budget Fallout, is what it is. It's
really?
Budget.
This game...
I don't know what it is, dude.
Dude, this game pretty much tells you where Bethesda's at as a developer. It really does. The lack of care, the lack of respect for their own fucking IP. Like, they just want to make money off of some simple piece of shit. That's all there is to it.
I mean, the game was barely survival based. Remember?
Exactly.
Like, there was the fucking food and thirst. But it never, like, we drank, like, what?
We drank pure dog shit.
And then we continued on. I was like, it's fine.
At no point did we ever really worry about, like, hunger or sleep or anything.
Or even fucking shelter.
Yeah.
We just ran around for like 2 hours, you know, killing everything in our wake, and, you know, we'll find some food and some water on the way.
Walking through raw sewage, just standing around in it.
It was so crap, dude. I can't. This is, if you fucking pre-ordered this game, I don't know what's wrong with you.
If someone pre-ordered this, they probably did it because they thought it might be good. Because there's a lot of people who don't know better, I guess. I don't know. Then there's the, like, hardcore Fallout fans that will just take whatever Bethesda gives them because they're kind of fanboys. But
I was a fanboy too, though. Like, I really like the Fallout lore, you know? It was very cool. But, you know, if you change it and then somehow make it very boring, and then I'm good. I'm done. I don't like the game. It is, you know, I'm always more optimistic about these kind of things than you are. I can't defend this. I cannot.
You always do that sort of shit. I'm like, this game's going to be crap. And you're like, I'm Gundam. I already foresee the future or some shit.
No, but this game, dude, like, I'm with you on this one. This game is a piece of shit. There's so little redeeming about it. You don't choose your story. Bethesda chooses it for you.
Yeah, that was Fallout 4.
Well, I mean, in the sense of, like, at least in Fallout 4, you could pick, like, oh, do I want to go laser-esque cowboy power armor, or do I want to go, you know?
I see your point there, then. Like the customization. But we didn't get that far to get into maybe power armor customization, which there seems to be a lot of.
I mean, in a sense of fucking, like I was the only one with a laser weapon, and I
Oh.
thought laser weapons were more prevalent in Fallout.
Well, I guess you got to make it sporadic. I thought you meant like customization as far as skins and stuff. Like,
Oh yeah,
I was gonna say there's
too, I
tons of
guess.
that. There's
of
a lot
course.
of money in that.
Yeah, exactly. It's like that's where the microtransactions are at, boy. Oh my god. I think that's it, though. There's really not much to talk about because we're just gonna go out saying it's a piece of shit for the next 5 hours.
Yeah, this is it's the end. This is the end for me. I feel like Bethesda has truly shown that they don't give a shit. Whatever Fallout they come out with next, Fallout 5 or whatever, it'll be crap. I mean, here's what Bethesda could have done with these resources. They could have literally ported Fallout New Vegas to the Fallout 4 engine themselves, reuse the old audio files and everything. I know some people say, well, there's legal reasons they can't, whatever. Fine, whatever. Extend it, pay some asshole a few extra dollars in SAG dues, and they won't give a shit. And they would have been heroes. People would have been like, oh my God, Bethesda's so great. They re-released Fallout New Vegas in the Fallout 4 engine. Or Fallout 3. They could have done that, and they didn't. They didn't. They decided to take the road that they knew could make money for the least amount of effort. And they still shamelessly shilled this shit. On top of the fact that we played for like 2 hours till we were sick.
Literally.
And we only made $2. No, I mean $2 in game to buy microtransaction shit, dude. That's what I'm saying. True. Like, that's less than someone makes working in an Asian factory. And we probably only made $2 because it was the first 2 hours of the game, so we were still in the tutorial, and they gave us money for everything we did.
Oh, that's true, because that's how they always start off. They was like, oh, here, you did something good. Here's 50 atoms. Oh, good job. Here's 100 atoms. Oh,
we never got 100 atoms. I'm watching this now. We got 10 atoms apiece.
You know what I'm getting at? And like 5 minutes, 5 hours into the game, it's like, oh, I did this thing. Do I get any atoms? Like, nope.
No. You get nothing. You want some atoms? Go to the fucking atom shop, asshole.
Put in your payment details. We'll give you atoms.
Give me your credit card.
Oh my god. You know what? It could have been like an easier route for them to take? Fucking make Fallout 4 co-op. Something like that.
Now that would have been like a mod or something. And they wouldn't have made any money from it. They would want real money.
Way better than this shit, dude. Anything can be better than this. I'm sorry. There was nothing redeemed about this game. I don't see why people like it. I don't even see the fun. Usually I can see something like, oh, I get why people like StarCraft, even though it ain't my thing,
Yeah.
I don't see why people can enjoy this.
Oh, and the fucking performance, dude. Jesus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was fucking trash, too.
How bad was it for you? Because I was getting crazy frame dips, which shouldn't even happen on a 1080 Ti with a 2950X Ryzen CPU. 16 cores, 32 fucking threads, and I'd have major frame dips. I saw one guy on YouTube who was playing this shit on a 4790K with a 1080 Ti. He said he was playing the game at 24 FPS until he dropped all the settings to like low and medium.
Dude, I was just fucking thinking. Do you think there is like some big conspiracy where they look up like big streamer specs and try to get it like working as well as it can on that specs and just fuck the rest?
It wouldn't surprise me because I hear Star Citizen has like their selected people who they literally send them a PC built to specifically play that fucking game.
Well, okay, something like that. But let's say, you're talking. Let's say they know PewDiePie specs, right? And they know PewDiePie will play this game, and then they optimize the game for his specs.
Well, probably for like the specs of him, someone like Shroud, who is claiming 130 FPS all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I mean. They look at Shroud specs and like, oh wow, they're like, all right, let's get it working on this 1080 Ti, at 120 FPS.
2080 Ti in his case, SLI or whatever the fuck they call it now.
Oh, yeah.
So it wouldn't surprise me then,
I mean,
like focusing
we both
on
have pretty beefy rigs, and
we have computers that like you have a nice computer. Like as soon as you got yours, as soon as you switched to Ryzen, you were able to stream without your computer dying, unlike my 4790K. Then when I switched to like the Threadripper, it was like a night and day difference, honest to God, for streaming. Like we have stuff that most people would cry for, and we still had issues.
They can't. I think I'm done.
Yeah.
There's nothing to redeem about this game.
Closing thoughts. Bethesda should be ashamed of themselves. Should seriously be ashamed of themselves, but they're not.
They're not. They're gonna make money. There is always that ignorant group that doesn't read reviews, that just buys games consistently, gives them the money.
Guys like JTech TV. This is the new popular game. I'll buy it. Because
Fucking A.
this is basically geared towards consoles. The UI, the interface, everything is like the console in mind. Because those are the people who are, honest to God, nothing personal. There are some people who are on consoles that have their wits about them. But most people who play on consoles are ignorant of a lot of shit in the gaming industry and don't care. They just buy whatever the new hype game is, and that's that.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's the truth though, because if you're on PC, you always got your browser with you.
Overall, like most people who are on consoles, it's just like they'll get on the hype train, and some of them are kind of corporate slaves. Some people who are on consoles live for the console experience and support whatever console they're on by buying the biggest games and touting that the game sold well on their preferred console. And that's detrimental to you as a consumer, because the gaming industry right here this is what can happen. This is what will become the norm one day. They put out these pieces of shit that are just so obviously just rush to market, obviously built to make money, and it's devoid of soul, it's devoid of integrity. Video games used to be art. They're not anymore. You can't look me in the face and go, Fortnite's art.
Yeah.
You can't call this art. It's all about mass market appeal, hyping it up, extreme levels of money put into promotion, and then just watching the people roll in and just eat it up until the next hype game comes and everybody forgets how bad the last one was. I mean, remember how everybody was like going crazy for State of Decay 2?
Yeah.
The Xbox fanboys were going ape shit. Then it came out and it was proven that the game was just pure trash. And now look at it. Nobody even remembers it. Nobody cares. Everyone's moving on to the next piece of hype shit.
You know, well, okay, what about this? Because there are games that do improve over time. Like fucking Siege improved over time, you know.
Well, that's what Ubisoft does.
What I mean to say is, do you think this game can improve with updates?
Yeah, if it was handled by a different company. If Ubisoft put this out, then I go, yeah, give it a year or two, it'll be better.
All right.
It's fucking Bethesda. As someone who's modded Bethesda games for the past 5 years now, I know exactly what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with one of the laziest cocksuckers on the planet to ever put out a fucking game. If Bethesda made a car, they would be arrested.
They wouldn't fucking...
Todd Howard and Pete Hines would be in jail for mass genocide if they made cars.
Dude, I mean, if video games had like the same barrier of entry as cars, you know, you got safety standards and all these standards, Bethesda just couldn't release any games.
Exactly.
Because they just would never make the standards.
Totally. Completely. Like, Bethesda puts out patches for games and then break the game worse. That's what they do. And then modders come in and fix it. I know, Chi-Chi. Now you keep being bad, you're going to watch more of this VOD.
I can't. I'm close to... I'm at like 2 hours in.
Yeah, I was like looking at it too. Seeing enemies get stuck on shit. Oh, long story short, we don't recommend this. In fact, it's a horrible game. It truly is.
Definitely play it.
Play it if you deserve to die, is what Ziltex is saying.
Oh, fucking A. This game is so crap. I'm sorry. I'm always trying to be the more optimistic one, you know? I can't defend this. This is a piece of garbage.
It really is. It really is.
Well, I guess that's it.
Sorry, this video was so long, people.